The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. They'll get the 1st down, it's spotted on the 49.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Keeps it on the draw. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. There he goes. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Power football with the run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
By himself, he makes the grab. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Phillips. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Jackson.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Knowles. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
All wideouts, no backs. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's first down from the 11. Grab behind the line. It's Boyd. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They go to the draw. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Knowles. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Boyd. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Sends it back in motion. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Wants to throw again. Looking for the goal line. Drills it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They want to run it left here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. It's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. He wants it all. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see how they handle it. They'll try the run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Boyd. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. A couple of first downs on this drive has given them some breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 37. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Knowles.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boyd. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. caught in the backfield. It's Knowles. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to bully their way in. And yes, he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He'll set up to throw. And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. Turning it on. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Trying play action. Throwing right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Toss to the outside. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Turns it on down the left side. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And some room to work.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking on back.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds the tight end.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. It's Phillips. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Flips it out to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Handoff from the gun. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. It's a draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Oh, it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
That time, what a surge right up the middle of the field. They were able to get penetration and block the kick.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll send the back in motion. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. It'll be a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain. Beck's going for the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Harris. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. He'll start this drive firing. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. They want that clock to run. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. He'll do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out, but the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Nestled just inside that right upright. And how about this? All tied up in the waning moments, guys.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baxter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Still running at the 40. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the back. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Makes the catch. It's Penn. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.